we've come to 2017, and wow, these next couple movies are might just be worse than the previous year. I don't know. It's hard to say, but you know what? Just tell me, what's your worst movie of 2017?
So, like Sharknado, I don't have much to say except it is just a jumbled mess.
Yep.
The Snowman.
We need a way to lure him out.
Be careful. We don't know what we're dealing with. He's been watching us the whole time. Building snowmen, cutting things up into little pieces. He's taunting us. If we don't find him, this is never going to stop.
Another missing woman.
There's something we're not seeing.
What matters most is that we celebrate the way this has brought us together.
Anyone can see that he's trying to hide something.
You can't force the pieces to fit.
You could have saved them.
No?
Gave you all the clues.
Michael Fassbender's The Snowman.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this movie is about Michael Fassbender, who is actually a detective.
Named Harry Hole. Worst detective
Harry
name.
Hole?
Yeah, that's his name. That's his name.
That's it. I'm done. I'm done.
I can't believe you didn't know that. They said it in the movie too. You clearly just erased it from your memory. Oh my god.
Okay, that's the one good part about that movie. Harry.
I don't know. It's from the book. His last name is Hole.
Oh my god.
I know. It's terrible. Sorry, I didn't mean to take you off track there, but
It's just, when you said that, I thought it was a joke.
it's not. You can look it up. That's his name. In the book and in the movie. It's like,
Oh man.
who thought that was ever a good choice?
So, he's a detective investigating the murder of a woman whose scarf is randomly wrapped around a snowman.
Mm-hmm. Because she's been killed. Okay, so interesting premise, interesting setup.
It
You've
is.
seen these murder mysteries before.
And in this movie, this actually happens more than once, where the snowman appears with a scarf. I think like some mittens.
Yeah, it's the whole thing of like, once the person is killed, there is a snowman there each time, and it's supposed to be creepy, but it's not really.
Yeah. Now, before I actually watched this film, you told me that it was actually unfinished.
I did say that because I had seen it. I saw this in theaters.
To be honest, I did not want to believe you when you said that, but I saw it, and yeah, it's the epitome of a narrative mess.
It is. It really is, and it's clear that the filmmakers and the director Thomas Alfredson, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, anybody, we were trying to make a good movie, and there was elements you can see in the movie that could have been so much better. But I just think that this was a case of they didn't have enough time to finish filming the movie, and they couldn't put the story into a coherent narrative, and it completely falls on its face.
And the amount of plot holes at the end of this film is just massive.
It is, and it's also worth noting that the trailer for this movie has so many different scenes that were cut from the actual movie.
Heck, plot points are rarely, if not never, supported.
Yep.
And overwhelmingly, I just lost interest within like the second half.
Yeah, it's a really bland, really forgettable, and really just confusing movie. It's like, where are we going with this? Like, there was a promising setup, and by the end, there's so many things that have happened that you're just like, why was that choice made? Why was that choice made? What was the point of that? That never came back into play. It makes no sense, and I feel bad for Michael Fassbender and Rebecca Ferguson too.
I mean, both are pretty good actors, honestly.
Yeah, and she deserved much better. By the way, her character didn't die in the book. and yet she dies in the
Oh,
movie.
wow.
What the heck?
See, I've never read the book, so...
My aunt has read the book, who I went to see the movie with, and she was vastly disappointed. So it just...
Wow.
It just doesn't make any sense, you know? You can go back and watch this movie from a perspective of, like, a study of how an unfinished movie looks.
I mean, even if you haven't read the book, you would not like it.
Yeah, it's just another case where it didn't translate well to the screen, and the people that were involved didn't give it enough time or care, or something happened. Maybe studio interference again, I don't know. But Michael Fassbender deserved more than this. I mean, I think the Assassin's Creed movie is a better movie than this.
Yeah.
And Snowman came out after.
Wow. Alrighty.
Sorry, I just...
My pick, what's yours?
Yeah, my pick for 2017, I certainly think The Snowman's a better film than this film, because this film is truly terrible in every sense of the word. This is a horror film that came out. A supporting character from the first Ouija is the lead in this movie. And I actually watched this movie recently, finally, because I was just like, you know what, let's just watch it and see how bad it is. It's bad. It's really bad. And I'm talking about The Bye-Bye Man.
Don't say it. The Bye-Bye Man.
And the more you think about him, the closer he gets.
Hey, he's trying to get inside us. Jesus. He makes us see things. He makes us do things.
Don't say it, don't think it.
It spreads like a virus.
Don't say it, don't think it. It could spread everywhere.
I'm not gonna let it happen. Please!
Don't say it, don't think it. We have to help them.
No, it's a trick!
Don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it.
I'm afraid of putting this into your head.
Tell me.
Bye-bye, man.
Don't think it. Don't say it. How about this? Don't watch it. Because it is...
Say bye-bye to Bye-Bye Man.
Or just play NSYNC's Bye 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 when you're thinking of this movie, because I can't stop thinking about that. It makes me laugh every time. The effects in this movie are terrible. The story is incoherent. The characters are forgettable. It is one of the most infuriating horror movies I've seen in the last couple of years. Nothing makes sense. I don't understand why certain things happen. And it just infuriated me by the end. I was like, that was so bad that I almost have to consider going and taking a nap because I exhausted myself through the entirety of its runtime. I was just like, I feel like I need to go
What was
lay
its
down.
runtime?
I think it's like an hour and 40 or an hour and a half. Or
Oh,
something.
okay.
Usual horror movie runtime, but it just, God, I'm struggling to find anything good about this movie. It's PG-13, by the way.
Yeah.
It probably would have benefited from an R rating because at least they would have been able to lean into that more gruesome, scary element, but yet it just comes off as like a poor, sad excuse for a horror movie that never really had much going on. And I'm going to say this is a bold statement, but the Slender Man movie that came out in 2018, which I've also seen, I think is a better movie than The Bye-Bye Man. Because The Bye-Bye Man is just a poor man's Slender Man, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. There is pretty much nothing good about this movie. Don't waste your time. Good actors actually got paid to be in this movie. And I'm still asking myself, why? Just why? I don't know.
Why?
Just why? Exactly. So, Bye-Bye Man, probably never ever watch it again. It is so...
Wouldn't recommend I watch it?
I mean, if you already know how bad it is and you just want to laugh at the fact of how bad it is, then maybe watch it. But do not pay to watch it streaming or otherwise.
Alrighty.
It is god awful. So, Bye-Bye Man for me, 2017, and Snowman.
Harry Hole for me.
You had to say his name.
Yep. Alrighty.
Oh my god. That's
8 years down.
2017. Yeah.
8 years down, 2 more to go.
2 to go. 2018.